Have you ever wondered how the idea of God first came into the human mind? What made early humans, who once lived like wild animals, start believing in unseen powers above them? Could it be that the same thing that made us human also led us to create the idea of gods? If you're curious about the answers, watch till the end. And welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, let's go way back in time, to where it all began. In the earliest days of our existence, we lived much like the animals we evolved from. Our lives revolved around finding food, eating, and resting. That was all we knew. There was no language, no belief, no philosophy, just survival. But then something extraordinary happened, the discovery of fire. At first, fire terrified us, but eventually someone somewhere realized that when meat was accidentally cooked over a fire, it became easier to chew, tastier, and more satisfying. Over time, cooking became a habit, and that single shift changed everything. According to evolutionary biologist Richard Wrangham, the ability to cook food allowed our digestive systems to use less energy, freeing up biological resources for brain development. As our brains grew larger and more powerful, we began to observe, question, and imagine. We started noticing things that didn't make sense. Light flashing in the sky, thunder rumbling in the distance, rain falling from above. These forces were powerful, unpredictable, and often frightening. Without scientific understanding, we looked for meaning, and our imaginations filled in the blanks. We started thinking, what if someone up there is doing this? Cognitive scientist Justin Barrett describes this as the hyperactive agency detection device. Our brain's tendency to assume that behind every rustle in the grass or strike of lightning, there is an agent, a being, a purpose. This survival mechanism made us cautious, but it also laid the groundwork for belief. The moment we started seeing intention in nature, the door to religion quietly opened. We gave names to things. We started creating sounds and words, first to identify what we saw, then to describe what we felt. The mouth, once just for eating, became a tool for speech. The tongue, meant for tasting, began shaping language. We pointed to the sky and called it above. We gave meaning to storms, stars, and sunlight. And when the rain stopped after a ritual or offering, we believed we had pleased whatever force lived above. Over time, these beliefs evolved into traditions, rituals, and gods. When disasters came, we thought it was punishment. When peace followed, we saw it as a reward. Slowly, humanity began to build a spiritual framework that helped us explain the unexplainable. Philosophers like Ludwig Feuerbach later argued that God was a projection of human emotion. Our fears, our hopes, our need for control cast onto the universe. Sigmund Freud suggested religion emerged as a psychological response to helplessness, a way to cope with life's uncertainty. And even now, despite all our technological and scientific progress, one question still haunts us. Why are we here? We understand how rain falls, why thunder rumbles, and how stars move, but the question of our purpose remains unanswered. So perhaps the idea of God didn't come from weakness, but from wonder. A spark in our minds, fueled by fire, fear, and curiosity, that lit up the path from survival to meaning. Thank you for watching. If this made you think, question, or see things in a new light, share your thoughts in the comments. And remember, sometimes the most ancient questions are still the most important ones.